Hey there, and welcome. So, we've all been there, right? You're scrolling and scrolling through endless furniture websites, and you just start to feel completely lost. The sofa really is the anchor of your living room, but picking the right one, it can feel like a huge decision. Well, today, we're going to make it a whole lot easier.
You hear all these terms, sectionals, settees, tufted, track-armed, and the options just seem absolutely dizzying. It's so easy to get overwhelmed before you even get started. But don't you worry, you are in exactly the right place to get some clarity.
So I want you to think of this as your own personal tour through a virtual showroom. We're going to break down all the key styles, the little details that matter, and most importantly, the questions you need to ask yourself to find that perfect sofa for your home. Ready? Let's get into it.
Okay, our very first stop is the classic section. These are those iconic designs that have been in homes for decades, sometimes even centuries, and honestly for a very good reason. They just bring this amazing sense of history and character into any room.
First up, we've got the magnificent Chesterfield. You can spot this one from a mile away. You'll know it by that really distinctive deep button tufting. The thing that creates that quilted diamond pattern, and these big rolled arms that are the same height as the back. Here's a little fun fact. That low back was supposedly designed so gentlemen in the old days could sit down without wrinkling their suits. It just has this formal, kind of grand presence, which makes it perfect for a library or a really traditional living room.
All right, now for a total 180, the mid-century modern sofa. This style is all about clean, simple, functional design. You'll notice the super clean, straight lines, the low profile, and of course those signature tapered wooden legs that lift the whole thing right off the floor. That design trick creates this feeling of openness, and it's absolutely fantastic for making smaller spaces feel bigger and way more airy.
Okay, let's step into the modern era. This next part of our tour is all about sofas that were designed for how we actually live today. With a real need for flexibility, for serious comfort, and for furniture that can do more than one thing. And here it is, the undisputed king of the modern family room, the sectional. The magic of the sectional is that it's modular. It's not just one big piece of furniture, it's a bunch of different pieces that you can arrange to perfectly fit your room and your needs, whether that's for a cozy movie night with the family or for hosting a whole bunch of friends.
And building your own sectional? It's actually way easier than it sounds. It really just breaks down into 3 simple steps. First, you just have to decide if an L shape or a bigger U shape is going to work best for the flow of your room. Then, and this is the best part, think about adding a chaise lounge for that ultimate kick-your-feet-up relaxation. And finally, you just arrange the pieces to fit your space like a glove. It's all about getting that perfect custom comfort.
Now let's talk about sofas that do double duty. Both of these are serious multitaskers, but they're built for different main jobs. A sofa bed is basically a bed in disguise, right? It's perfect for a guest room or a home office. A reclining sofa, on the other hand, is all about maximizing your lounging comfort. It's meant to be the star of a media room or your main hangout spot. So the key question you have to ask is, what is this room really going to be used for most of the time?
Okay, so this is the part that's going to turn you into a true sofa expert. If you really want to understand the difference between all these styles, you got to look at the details. We're talking the arms, the back, and the legs. These little components are basically the building blocks of a sofa's entire personality. Let's break it down real quick. Take a look at the arms. A big, plush, rolled arm, that just screams traditional. But a clean, square track arm, think of it like a straight, geometric line. That's a total hallmark of modern design. It's the exact same thing with the back. That button tufting we saw in the Chesterfield feels very classic and formal, while a sofa with loose cushions just gives off a much more casual, relaxed vibe. And the legs? Ornate, turned legs feel traditional, but those simple, tapered legs, they point you straight to mid-century. See how that works? Once you see it, you can't unsee it. So we've seen all the major styles, and we've broken down the anatomy. Now for the most important part. Let's put it all together to find the sofa that is absolutely perfect for you. This is the big one, isn't it? With all these choices floating around, how in the world do you finally land on a decision and feel good about it? Well, it actually comes down to a really simple, clear process. It all boils down to this simple 3-point checklist. First, and this is non-negotiable, measure your space. You have to know the maximum and minimum size you can work with. Second, define the sofa's main job. Is it for everyday lounging, more formal entertaining, or is it going to be for guests to sleep on? Be real with yourself. And third, identify your personal style. Are you drawn to those timeless classics, the clean lines of modern design, or maybe something in between? This little checklist will narrow down your options like you wouldn't believe.
So, at the end of the day, just remember that a sofa does so much more than just fill up space. It really sets the tone for the entire room. It's where life happens. You know, the conversations, the movie nights, the afternoon naps. It's a reflection of your life and your personality. So the real question is, what story do you want yours to tell?